Perdón por mis horas de hablar. Llamaba y quería.
What's up everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I had a long break due to sickness, so I couldn't really publish videos, but now I'm getting better. So thank you everyone over the time who actually supported me. Let's get started with the today's agenda. So in this video, I'm gonna show you some cool tricks that I basically use more or less pretty often in my regular job. This is something going to be very useful and yet productive commands that you could use in your regular job. So let's get started without further ado. So I have a file called test.txt. Let me show you what I have. So with vi, you can see there's an empty line for this one. So I'm gonna remove this, for example. So there are like 4 lines. What I could do, I could say in beam or vi, you could say set number. You could see the number of the lines basically, right? So I'm gonna show you how you could actually do that without even opening up a vi from the command line. So what I could do, I could use a cat command to see the content of this file. You can see the content of this file, but there is no line number here, right here. If you notice carefully, you could do it from the command line. Right here, I showed you I could see it using vi, like within the file. I'm gonna use a command called nl, which is what actually going to like output the content with line number. So if I run this command, you can see the content with the line number. But there is something I want to show you. So let's say I go back to test.txt. So if you notice, this line is empty, right? Because this line is empty, I have got 5 lines in this file, but the last line is being empty. So what I'm gonna do, by default here, the empty line, you can see it didn't put a line number for it. So for this, I want to also see the line number. So you need to type in nl and then v a and then test.txt. So now it's gonna give you the line number for the empty line. Okay, so this is one trick. Second trick, let's say I was actually repeating here. If you have noticed, I was typing vi test.txt. But what happens if I just don't want to? There are many ways, but I would not cover up everything here because it's gonna be very difficult to cover up everything. So I want to stick to the point. Okay, you could use a lot of different tricks for it, but I'm gonna show you one of the tricks. There are many, but I'm gonna show one of the tricks for it. So let's say I wanted to run this command. So you could just use the up arrow sign on your keyboard down in the, so you could actually use this vi, you could just match some of the content and then type in. So you see, I am able to get to this file. Okay, this is one way. The another way I'm going to show you right now is this. Before I head in there, I want to show you because I want to clear the screen, and I could write clear, and let's see if I do this, it's gonna clear the screen. But what I'm doing right now, I'm scrolling up to get it back because I wanted to show you something else. So instead of writing clear, Control and plus L, basically Control plus L on your keyboard. So I'm gonna press Control L, it's gonna clear the screen. All right, now let's get back to the, you see, one window basically, one window. But when you did the clear, it didn't have that. So you see the difference, right? Cool. I wanted to show you something else. I'm going to run, and let's say I want to see last 10 commands that I have just executed. So 10 commands, this is what I executed. And if you see here, each of these commands that I have in the history, they have a number right here. What I'm going to do right now, I could just type in exclamatory sign and any of those number here. So I could say 130. And which means that instead of typing vi test.txt, I could actually just typing this, execute this stuff. You don't believe me? Let's see. I ended up opening up the file, right? Excellent. This is something is very handy. So now what happens, this is the command actually, it translated actually this to this, meaning that, hey, by doing this, we are actually running this command. So what happens if I want to run the same command that I have run previously? I mean the last command, so I could just instead say this is gonna still run the same command. So what I meant is this. So this was my last executed command without typing it again or without even giving it a number again, which is what I could also do. Instead, I was just typing 2 exclamatory sign to execute this command. Cool. I'm gonna show you one more trick, and this trick is very useful. Actually, many people don't really know it. So let's say something I am typing here just to show you. So this is a command I'm just typing. So this is a comment actually in bash. You start with the pound sign, this sign. What I'm going to show you is this. Let's say I am going to write something here, and now you have written something which is what actually you don't want. You want to clear this, so which means that I want to clear this line what I have written, right? So this is something. So what I want to do, instead of just using the backspace on my keyboard, I could also do Ctrl H. So if I do Ctrl H, it's gonna actually delete one character at a time every time so I'm actually right now pressing Ctrl and H, is gonna delete. Instead of doing this, I could actually do Ctrl and U. So this is something I'm about to show. Let's say now if I press Ctrl U, let's say Ctrl U is gonna go away. It means that it's gonna clear that. So now what happens if I press Ctrl and Y, it's gonna come back. So I pressed Ctrl and Y on my keyboard, it came back. Isn't it excellent? Right. So let's say, I think these are the things I wanted to show for today. I wanted to keep this video very precise and to the point. So if you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up.